Operations Manager for Legal Services of North Florida. And with me today is Kathy Grunewald, Disaster Coordinator Attorney, also with Legal Services of North Florida. Today we will discuss FEMA and deadlines around Hurricane Sally recovery. So first off, on September 24th, Hurricane Sally made landfall in the western panhandle of Florida. So what's happening now in the counties affected, Kathy?
Well, Charlotte, and hello, everybody. About a week after the landfall, there was a presidential disaster declaration that gave individual assistance, FEMA individual assistance for 5 counties in the Panhandle, which makes it possible now for those individuals who had damages to apply for individual assistance. The 5 counties are Escambia, Bay, Okaloosa, Santa Rosa, and Walton counties.
Gotcha. So how does a person go about applying for this assistance in those counties?
It's actually pretty easy to apply for assistance, and there are a number of ways that you can do that. The first way that you can try to do is to contact FEMA at the 800 number that you see scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Or if you have access to an internet at home or on your phone or at the library, you can go to disasterassistance.gov and apply for it there as well. You can also download the FEMA app on your smartphone, and you can apply from your smartphone as well. Or you could go to the mobile registration centers that FEMA have set up in the counties. They are, I can tell you quickly where those are as of today, because they have changed in the last week. In Escambia County, they're at the Marie Young Wedgwood Community Center, the Lexington Terrace Community Center, and the Escambia County Equestrian Center. In Okaloosa County, they're at the Northwest Florida Fairgrounds. In Santa Rosa, they're at Pensacola State College, the South Santa Rosa Center, in Gulf Breeze, and at Pensacola State College in Milton. In Bay County, they're at the Public Library. In Walton County, they are at the Freeport Regional Sports Complex. I believe that one's closing tomorrow. And then it will open up at the Boys and Girls Club of the Emerald Coast at Santa Rosa Beach, Florida, for the 23rd to the 28th. So once you get to the place that you're going to apply, then you carefully fill out that application. They're going to want to know all identifying information about you. They're going to want to know about the damages that you sustained, about the damage to your dwelling, about the other losses that you have, also whether or not you had insurance and any expenses that you incurred as a result of the disaster. So be prepared to answer those questions when you get on the application. So you'll have all your stuff together. They're going to want to know who's living in your house at the time of disaster. They're also going to ask you about your income from all the sources that you get income, whether it's working income, whether you get working and getting Social Security income. They're going to want to know all of that. Also, how you if you're approved, how you want to get your money. Do you want it to be mailed or direct deposited? And if it's direct deposited, you'll need to have your banking information, including your bank routing number and your account number. And also how you want to get information from FEMA. Do you want them to text you, to email you, or to regular mail you or phone you?
Wow, that sounds like there's a lot of opportunities to connect with FEMA in many different avenues. That's great to know. So after someone gets in their application, what happens next?
Well, usually within about 10 days of receiving your application, you're going to get a call from FEMA because FEMA is going to want to do an inspection of the damages to your property. But because of COVID, they're not doing inspections like they used to, where they came to your place. Now they're going to be doing what they call a remote inspection. And that's a telephone call from FEMA. So FEMA is going to call you up. Be prepared with the number of your application, your FEMA identifying number, to give to them. And then they will ask you questions essentially about what you've put on your application. You know, what are your damages? Describe those damages. And hopefully you have written all that down before the call. So when they call, you're ready to go. And you don't forget anything. And they may ask you for additional information. Hopefully you've taken pictures completely of everything, inside and outside, that may have been damaged. And they will give you, if they need additional information, they'll give you a place to send that and how to get that to them. And then after that, you'll probably hear from them in about another 10 or so days with a decision. So it's a determination letter. So that could be, you know, you have or you are going to receive some assistance, or you're not eligible for assistance, or you need, they need more information, and they want you to send it. Maybe you'll get assistance for one thing, but not for another thing. So when you get those determination letters, it's really important to read it carefully, because maybe they gave you assistance, but they didn't give you what you think maybe they should have. So you have to read it really carefully. If they ask for additional information, then quickly get that so that you can move on to your repairing and recovery. You have, from the time of that declaration, 60 days to apply for FEMA assistance. So, you know, we're approaching the halfway mark of that, the 1st of November. So it's time to get that. If you get a decision letter that you're unhappy with, and you have a right to appeal, but there's also a 60-day deadline. And you know, in recovery, the best thing you can do is don't wait for the 60 days or the 55th day, is to go ahead and appeal or apply quickly so you can move toward full recovery or repair of your property.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Kathy. This has been incredibly helpful, and we appreciate all of your time and letting us know some of those FEMA requirements and deadlines today.
I forgot one thing that I wanted to say. Absolutely. Is that, and I know you're going to talk about legal services in North Florida, but part of the FEMA individual assistance also included activating a disaster legal hotline that folks can call and talk to an attorney has volunteered to give you information and legal advice. We've put that number in the chat, I believe, but if you're listening, you have a pencil, you come back to see this, the number is 866-550-2929.
Great. Excellent. Thank you for sharing that. We will also share that in the comments and share it on the screen as well. We hope that you're able to utilize that if it's helpful to you. Thank you again. If you have legal questions, it's advisable to speak with an attorney when possible. This video provides legal information and should not be considered legal advice, and this video does not create an attorney-client relationship or substitute legal advice you've been given. You may have defenses that we haven't discussed here, so seeking out an attorney or legal help is always advisable. For more information about LSNF, please go to www.lsnf.org or call us at 850-385-9007. Thanks again for joining us today, and we will see you again on the next clinic.